crappy ride in Madeira. I mean, it's not like he's getting a great kind of, he's not getting free Taylor Swift tickets or something, It's one of these, people are queuing up for a long time. It's probably not that great. Why is he even bothering?
I think this stuff about him jumping the queue, I'm sorry. I mean, every single world leader who ever goes on some sort of holiday has some form of VIP treatment. Obviously, security is always I've got no idea.
I mean, somebody did say...
It wouldn't be something I was in. Although I have seen some people saying, some people who've done it who I know have said, oh, no, it's great. I mean, it didn't seem that great to me.
Yeah.
Kier Starmer's Madeira. Meltdown. 3 hours in line, one entitled politician, and a furious mob of British tourists. This isn't just another politician's gaffe. It's a perfect storm of privilege, public outrage, and the unraveling of a carefully crafted image. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. In the next few minutes, you'll witness the moment Starmer's vacation turned into a viral nightmare. We'll take you step by step through the incident that's got everyone talking and show you why it's about much more than just jumping a queue. Picture this. A sun-soaked day in Madeira with hundreds of tourists patiently queuing for hours. The atmosphere is buzzing with holiday cheer as families and friends eagerly await their turn on the famous toboggan ride. Suddenly, a commotion erupts near the front of the line.
He kind of keeps doing the wrong thing. He goes there, jumps the queue, gets booed by the people. I mean, he must be having such a miserable time.
No, I mean, he hasn't been away since, well, for virtually the whole last year, because obviously the Labour were preparing for the election.
Well, yeah, but he has been away though, hasn't he? Quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you said you don't want him to have a break. I mean, I'm the opposite. I do want him to have a break, and I think he deserves a break. Obviously, he hasn't had.
Well, we all deserve a break, to be honest.
Well, you think we all deserve a break from him?
Who's that pushing their way forward? None other than Kier Starmer, the Labour leader, with his family in tow. As Starmer arrives at the ride, the mood shifts dramatically. Eyewitnesses report seeing him and his entourage bypass the 3-hour queue, sparking immediate outrage among those who've been waiting since the crack of dawn. The British psyche, deeply ingrained with a sense of fairness and orderly conduct, is instantly offended. Queue jumping isn't just a faux pas. It's a cardinal sin that flies in the face of our cultural values. "We'd been waiting since 10 a.m., exclaims one furious holidaymaker, their voice rising above the growing chorus of disapproval. Is this what he means by fairness? The irony isn't lost on anyone. A politician who champions equality and justice, seemingly flouting the rules that apply to everyone else. As word spreads through the crowd, more people join in the vocal criticism. The situation teeters on the edge of chaos, with tensions rising faster than the Madeiran sun. Starmer's actions have struck a nerve, tapping into deeper frustrations about privilege and entitlement among those in power. The Labour leader, who just moments ago might have been enjoying a carefree family holiday, now finds himself at the centre of a very British storm. Boos and angry shouts rain down upon him, transforming his public image from respected politician to public enemy number one in a matter of minutes. It's a stark reminder of how quickly public opinion can turn, especially when a leader's actions seem to contradict their professed values. But the drama doesn't end here. As Starmer finally takes his controversial ride down the toboggan, one can't help but wonder, how will this holiday hiccup impact his political future? Will voters remember this moment of perceived entitlement when they head to the polls? Or is this just a storm in a teacup that will blow over as quickly as it arose? One thing's for certain. In an age where every action is scrutinized and can be shared globally in seconds, even a seemingly innocent family outing can turn into a political minefield. Starmer's toboggan, tumble from grace, serves as a cautionary tale for public figures everywhere. Sometimes it's not just your political decisions that can land you in hot water, but your personal ones too. As Kier Starmer descended the toboggan, his political reputation was about to take an even steeper plunge. Within hours, the incident had spread like wildfire across social media platforms, with the queue jumper Starmer trending faster than you can say, "entitled politician." The court of public opinion was in session, and the verdict was looking grim for the Labour leader. Political opponents wasted no time in seizing this golden opportunity. The queue-jumping incident played perfectly into existing criticisms of Starmer being out of touch with ordinary Brits. Suddenly, his carefully crafted image as a man of the people lay in tatters at the bottom of a Madeiran hill. But what exactly was the public most upset about? Was it the act of queue-jumping itself, or the perceived hypocrisy of a leader who preaches fairness while apparently practicing privilege? The answer, it seems, is a bit of both. British people take their queuing seriously, and Starmer's actions struck at the heart of our national psyche. But there's more to it than that. This incident has tapped into a deeper frustration with politicians who seem to play by different rules. One furious holidaymaker summed it up perfectly. "We'd been waiting since 10 a.m. Is this what he means by fairness?" As the backlash grew, political analysts started weighing in on the potential damage to Starmer's image. Is this just a storm in a teacup that will blow over, or could it be a career-defining moment? Some experts in political crisis management suggest it could be more than just a minor controversy. The incident, they argue, reveals a potential disconnect between Starmer and the electorate he hopes to lead. With the story gaining traction by the minute, pressure mounted for Starmer to respond. Would he apologize and try to salvage his reputation, or double down and risk further alienating voters? The public demand for accountability was palpable, reflecting our increasingly fraught relationship with those in power. This toboggan drama raises some uncomfortable questions about privilege, leadership, and the expectations we place on public figures. Is Starmer being held to a higher standard because of his position? Or is this simply the price of power in an age where every action is scrutinized and can go viral in seconds? One thing's for certain, this incident reveals more than just one man's questionable holiday choices. It shines a spotlight on our complex relationship with those who govern us and the fine line between leadership and entitlement. As we watch this unfold, we're left wondering, what do we really expect from our leaders, both in office and on holiday? As the dust settles on Starmer's Madeira misadventure, we're left with more than just a viral moment. This toboggan tumble has become a stark reminder of the unforgiving scrutiny leaders face in the digital age. Every action, no matter how mundane, can spark a firestorm of criticism and debate. For Starmer, what should have been a simple family outing has morphed into a potential political albatross. The question now is whether voters will remember this come election time. Will they see it as a momentary lapse in judgment, or as a revealing glimpse into his true character? This incident forces us to confront our expectations of those in power. Do we demand perfection at all times, even during personal moments, or is there room for human error in the lives of our leaders? The answers to these questions may shape the future of political discourse and accountability in Britain. As social media continues to blur the lines between public and private life, politicians like Starmer find themselves walking an increasingly precarious tightrope. One misstep, and they risk plummeting from grace faster than any Madeiran toboggan. It's a sobering reality that may well influence how future leaders conduct themselves, both in office and on holiday.